I love the pork fried rice and I want more, some more.
Whoa. Well done. Do you love it?
Yeah.
Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are making
Pork fried rice.
pork fried rice. Yes. So I usually make a prawn fried rice, but today I decided to change it up a little bit and make pork fried rice. So please enjoy the video and let me know what you think. This is what we're gonna need for the marinade. You can just pause and look at it. Also, it will be in the description. So you just need some pork, 500 grams, some ginger, garlic, and make your marinade. You can leave it an hour or you can leave it for overnight. I left it longer because it just makes the pork to be softer. But I forgot to marinate it the day before, so then I only marinated for like 4 hours and it was really good still. And this chai sauce, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but I bought it at Spa in Barcelona. You can also just look online where you can buy it. I'll leave the name of it in the description. It was really good. I bought it because I want to make the bao buns, and you need it for that pork. I haven't made my homemade one yet, but I think I'll definitely give it a try. Some rice vinegar, and I already put some brown sugar. So if you do not want the brown sugar and the sweet thick soy sauce, you can just get the thick soy sauce and then add honey. It will be fine as well. And then some sesame oil. Sesame oil is quite strong, so you don't need to put too much. I was worried that this tablespoon was already too much, but it was good. It didn't overpower anything. I think all the other flavors from the ginger and the garlic were quite strong enough. So the soy sauce, you need to put a bit more than the rest of the other sauces. And it is good. That's one thing you always find in my pantry is the sweet thick soy sauce. One of my good friends, my sister, that I chose for myself, she's the one who taught me about it, but she gave me a chicken wing recipe that I am going to make soon with this soy sauce. It's really good. You are going to love it. So you just combine everything. So we're buying pork chops and making this pork like this. So what we usually do is when I marinate it like this, and then maybe I put it in a crumb coat and then fry it. It's also nice. It's like a nugget and it's very nice. So my husband asked the man at the butchery and he recommended this, the pork fillet, and then he just cuts it for us. So it comes already cut, which is very convenient. So now we're just going to cover with a cling wrap and let it rest for an hour to overnight preferably. So if you're going to make this maybe the next day, just do it before you go to sleep. Make your marinade. It's very quick to make as well, the marinade. I think the only thing that takes longer there is to grate the ginger and to crush the garlic. That's it. I decided to take you guys outside my balcony to get some spring onion, and you see there's vegetables on the side of the house and there's vegetables at the bottom as well. I absolutely love the garden. So you always see in my videos I'll try to insert a little clip from the garden. But it's always nice to get some fresh vegetables from your own garden. There, look at that. How fresh can it get though? Now we just go in and rinse it and then chop up. Just remove those little hairs, or I don't know what they call the roots. And then we want the white part on one side and the green part on one side. I'm just taking the brown pieces off. So if you don't have this garlic crusher, you can just use a grater as well, or a food processor if you are palmy. And then yeah, get your ginger and just grate it as well. So all in all, with the preparation, the cutting and the cooking was 15 minutes. So it's actually not a long time. And then I decided to add some broccoli on the side. And I love making broccoli this way because you just take it from the head and rinse it, put it in your baking dish, put some pepper, some salt, olive oil, that's it. So my stepson actually gave me this recipe and it works so well. So now we're just gonna bake it in the oven. So it doesn't have to be fancy. The crunchiness from the brine is what's gonna give it a lot of flavor. So you can leave it to become darker if you want it, but for me, I just like let it crispy a little bit and then it's fine. It doesn't need to be that dark. Personally, I prefer it that way. And then you just put some olive oil, and while that is in the oven, you continue with the rest of your food. So simple. Just make sure everything is combined because you don't want the black pepper to be sitting on one spot and when you eat it, it's so strong. So I'd already preheated the oven, so now we just put it in. So you can also pause for this, or you can just look in the description for the ingredients that we used. So use some canola oil for this. All the Chinese cooking, I've noticed they either use peanut oil or the vegetable oil, which is the canola, any frying oil really. Some onion, I just took one onion and I cut it up. There's our pork. So I used a slaughter spoon so that I can lift it and not take all the juices from the meat and put it in the pot, because it was going to be too almost like a stew, not like a stir fry. But I didn't want to also wipe it with a paper towel because I wanted those flavors to stay in with the rest of the food. I didn't realize that my pan has become, okay, so it was a non-stick, so now it's become sticky. So when I was cooking and then I added the rice, it started burning because the rice was getting stuck at the bottom, so I had to change it. So if you see that there's a different pan, you're not wrong, I changed it because this one was burning my food, or it was going to burn my food if I left it there too long. Now we just add the white part of the green onion and let it cook, because the green part, it doesn't actually need to cook that much. You just put it later as a garnish, but the flavor in it, you need the green onion for Chinese dishes. It really brings like so much flavor to it, and it's really good. So just keep frying. You don't need to cook this too long because pork cooks quickly as well, and because it's already strips, it cooks even faster. Now we just add our rice. So this rice was 4 days old. So all the recipes that I've ever seen about fried rice, they always say cook like a rice that's old. And the one that I saw, it said 4-day-old rice. I was like, really? So I tried it and it was really good. So you can also just cook your rice maybe in the morning, and then by the evening when you want to cook, it's ready for the fried rice. There's our broccoli. Look at that. Look at the crispiness. and it tasted even better. So you actually want the rice to start turning golden brown at the bottom of it. I saw this from a Chinese auntie. She said that's how you know it's good, when it starts turning golden brown at the bottom. Not to burn the rice, but to just crispy it. Now we just take our eggs and we're gonna fry. So this is a 1 pan everything except for the broccoli, but you can also just cook your broccoli in here if you'd like. But because I wanted to put it in the oven, then I didn't have to. Now you just scramble your eggs. It took longer to scramble the eggs because these eggs are proper. They don't just fall apart. They stay together so you need like a proper beating. My little station here, it's got a place where you can put things at the bottom. That's why when there's too many things here, I just put at the bottom. In case you are wondering. So look at that. You can see the golden parts lifting there at the bottom. Yes, like that. It just adds the flavor. I promise you, do it like this and you will love it. I hope that guy, Uncle Roger, doesn't see my recipe because he might criticize a few things, but it's okay. Now we put some eggs and cook them on the side. So I added a bit more oil so that the eggs can cook a bit before I mix them with everything else. Just fry it for 30 seconds. It will finish cooking with the rest of the rice and the pork and everything else. So if you're not going to use a non-stick, I would suggest maybe just cooking your eggs separately and then adding them to the pot, because you don't want your eggs to stick to the pot and then burn. Because these ones, it was just easy for me to scrape and then mix with everything else. So everything that I'm using here, you can get at your local supermarket. You do not need to go anywhere fancy for the ingredients. Put some teriyaki. And some of our sweet thick soy sauce. I love this stuff. So you can also put maybe just a low sodium soy sauce if you want, or the soy sauce that's not thick. It's up to you and up to your preference, or also what you can find. Just need to make sure that you put a bit more honey if you use normal soy sauce. Just keep mixing everything together. Look at that. Now we just add our green onions and we dish it up. And April was not playing that it was good and she wanted more because she loves Asian food. She loves sushi, she loves noodles, she just loves this kind of food. So she came back like 3 times asking for another saving. I ended up telling her it is finished. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching this video. Please try it and let me know what you think, and leave your comments in the description if you have any questions. And this was actually rice that was left over from when I was making sushi on the weekend, so it was really, really good. Please try it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, comment, and what else?
Share with your family and friends.
Yes, and try it, please. It's so easy to make and it takes like 15 minutes or less to cook. So you can make it during the week, you can make it during the weekend, but it's really, really delicious. Thank you so much. Bye.